Welcome back. Kurt from TunedUpLife.com here. Today is Restart Your Resolution 2017, Day 4. Congratulations on making it this far. In the first 3 days, you have reconnected with your resolution. You have seen how that resolution fits into your life and how much effort it's going to take. And you have done a little quality control to see if you have any of the 5 common problems that cause resolution disappointment. Today, we're going to look at a 6th thing that can cause resolution disappointment. This 6th thing is a natural transition to what we are going to dive deep into starting today, and that is story. Good stories guide, instruct, motivate, inspire, and keep us engaged. These same qualities are what we need to have resolution success. But before we dive into the story, let's talk about that 6th thing that can lead us to resolution disappointment. That is the should resolution. The should resolution: I should lose 5 pounds, I should eat healthy, I should spend more time with the family this year. Anything that it is, if there is a should in the statement, you do not have a resolution. You have a statement of your reluctance to do something that you feel needs to be done. Is that a killer in the resolution game? In that form, it is. But it is possible through story to change your should into a want. And once you have a want, then you can make a resolution that you can achieve. If your resolution is a should and not a resolution, still continue on here. It's going to get fixed in the process of crafting our story. And that's what we're going to begin with. Crafting a story so that we can tell a story, so that we can live a story. And once we are living that story, we are going to live it all the way to the resolution's conclusion. Today's task is to get negative. And I'm going to be truthful here. For a lot of us, this is going to be a bummer of an exercise. A lot of it depends on what our resolution is. Those very personal resolutions are one's about health, things that don't affect only us. This one's going to bring a lot of pain to the game. But do it, because finding the pain now is going to help you find the pleasure and the satisfaction later. Your task is, as you go through the day, think about yourself. Think about your spouse, your kids, your family, your coworkers, your friends, your pets, anybody who you have a connection with. Think about back to that first dream you had. On day 1, you reconnected with that really good feeling. Feel it again. Now imagine it's X amount of time in the future and you have not achieved that dream. Think about, how is that affecting you? How is that affecting all of the other people in your life? Think about the things that you haven't done, the things you never will do, the opportunities you've missed, the people you've let down. Think about all of the bad stuff you can and feel it. You need to make a list of this. The longer the list, the better the list. Because these things, because they're negative, these are the things that you are going to remember. They are going to motivate you in your lowest time in a way that the happy thoughts and the good things will not motivate you. Let's visualize what we're doing for just a couple of seconds. Think back to that original dream, the one that I had you think about on day 1 and I asked you to think about again today. Remember, that was so effective because it was multidimensional. There were lots of things to it. And in order to move toward that dream by setting a resolution, we picked one facet. And that facet was represented by this rubber band. And by itself, it's not that strong. Today, I asked you to look at the negative. And by looking at the negative, we are adding another facet. Instead of just having one thing, we now have 2 things. It's a little more dimensional. There are 2 things pulling us in one direction. And every day, we're going to add more and more of these bands, because the more bands we add, the stronger the pull toward success is going to be. So keep that in mind today. What you're doing is you're adding dimension, you're adding fullness, and you're adding richness to your resolution to pull you to a successful end. That's it for today. We're well on our way to building a great story to pull you through to success on your resolution. So do today's task. Go out there, be miserable, think of all the bad stuff, stay negative as long as you can. Make a list and come back tomorrow. Tomorrow we can focus on the good stuff, but today it's time for a pity party. It's time to wallow in misery and build up some pain so that you won't have pain in the future. Thanks a lot. Come back tomorrow and we'll focus on the good stuff. As always, life is good. Tuned up life is better.